gentlemen, it is time once again for the Wrestle Cage experience, and this is tonight. Smackdown is actually going to be put in the record books here. In a way, it's already been put in the record books, but it's not officially came over TV yet. So, this is my Smackdown review, however, for today, September 18th, 2009. I wanted to go ahead and do it now. That way, when I get back from rehearsal for A Christmas Carol, I will not be tired and run down and not feel like doing it. So, anyway, tonight we have Batista opening up the show, basically saying that he came to SmackDown because it is the better brand, which honestly it is right now. Jericho basically comes out and says that he's beat him once, this, that, and the other. They're going to have a match tonight, and that is your SmackDown main event for this evening. So that is the opening segment that starts the show off. Afterwards, Jericho goes backstage and basically confronts the Big Show, asking, why he didn't come out and all this, and basically says that he didn't need the Big Show out there anyway, that watch tonight, and he will get the job done, basically. So we have basically kind of a spat between Big Show and Jericho, which it's understandable and all that, but I doubt this will be any sort of breakup for them or whatever. It's just trying to be one of those situations where anything you can do, I can do better. So, our first matchup, though, however, is John Morrison versus Big Mike Knox, and it was, it was okay, I guess, for the most part. John Morrison picking up the victory, of course, over Mike Knox with Starship Pain. And basically, I think we could have used the after-match segment with John Morrison calling Dolph Ziggler Mr. Ziggles and getting the crowd into it. I think we could have possibly done without that, because it was, it seemed a little, not necessarily out of place, but it seemed like it was just, it felt awkward to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But basically saying that he's going to beat him at the pay-per-view and whatnot. So, we have a interview with Scott Armstrong, referee, who was in the Undertaker CM Punk Montreal Screwjob Part 2 match, and basically said that he did it for his family, especially in the way the economy is right now. They did that both with Teddy Long and Scott Armstrong. So, in their promos tonight, and Scott Armstrong, bless his heart, he looked like he was uncomfortable on the camera, as far as being interviewed. Now, when it comes to refereeing, he's fine, perfectly all right. But when he got in front of the camera for an interview, it seemed like he felt weird and out of place there. And that's just the way it came across to me on the TV. But it did get the point across that he had to do it in order to keep his job, pretty much. The way that they're putting it is basically sounding like either Teddy Long or Vince McMahon possibly put him up to it, which we could see. I wouldn't say necessarily an Undertaker versus Vince feud again, but something there that would cause that. But anyway, that's just a theory, nothing to it. But it was just basically getting the point across that, hey, I did this so I can support my family. Melina Michelle McCool match was so-so. Melina picks up the victory over Michelle McCool, so that was the main thing there. Our next big segment is Vince McMahon confronting Teddy about his so-called whatchamacallit, the probation that he's on. Basically, Teddy Long comes out and confronts, or basically comes out and explains himself. Same thing Scott Armstrong did, pretty much. So we see Teddy leave, get in his limo, and honestly, this felt like a Hollywood movie or something. Or like maybe even a low quality Hollywood movie, because it just felt too, the camera work, or the camera, the it looked weird. It's just the way, I can't explain it, but it looked weird. The way that it came off on TV, um, really, really Hollywood horror movie esque type, I guess is what I'm looking at. Uh, and I don't think it worked as well as they wanted it to. Yeah, Undertaker has got Teddy Long now in the limo. Yeah, he drove off with him with smoke coming out. And it was just weird. Hart Dynasty defeating Crime Time. This was actually a pretty good match right here. Hart Dynasty over, of course, because they're in Canada. So Hart Dynasty defeats Crime Time with what JR and Todd Grisham called a cheating tactic by the Hart Dynasty, but even with that, they still got cheered by the fans there in Canada. So I didn't really pay attention to Kali versus Kane, um, and I didn't see the Charlie Haas and R-Truth thing, but basically Drew McIntyre came out again. So they're setting up R-Truth versus Drew McIntyre pretty much. And in the main event, which was a decent match, it was Batista defeating Chris Jericho with the Batista Bomb. And if I'm not mistaken, it is next week that Big Show will be taking on Batista and seeing what he can do against Batista that Chris Jericho couldn't do this evening. So overall, a mediocre SmackDown, subpar SmackDown to me. Really, the best match of the night was probably Hart Dynasty and Crime Time. I forgot to mention, however, sorry, I forgot to mention this amazing promo from CM Punk. Just helped him get over even more as a heel. So, kudos to CM Punk for that. Looking forward to seeing more of this, and looking forward to seeing what happens between him and Undertaker coming up at the pay-per-view. So, with that being said, let me know your thoughts on SmackDown this week. Post them in the comments below. And if you're watching me for the first time, if you like what you're watching and enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe to my videos. Send me a friend request if you want to also. And with that being said, folks, you have a great weekend and a great night. If you have the opportunity, go see some of the new releases that are coming out this evening. And peace out.